think you were going to do it.
But I did it.
I know, and you did it. And Abel and Philo could not attempt at all.
No, they told me they don't want to dance today.
They can't. It's not that they don't want to. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the trend.
Thank you, Amina.
I'm a big fan of all of your work. So I want you guys to tell people what it is that you do, even though kwanza wewe na film shaiva, but explain to people.
Well, my name is Abel Mutua. Yes! Yes! I'm the creative director, Philip Productions. Yeah, we're the guys who do Suna Johnny. Yes! Hula Baloo Estate and many other things. Yeah, so basically I'm in charge of the content.
Okay, my name is Mwaniki Magaria. I make men cook. Yeah, okay, that's one of the things I do.
Yeah.
But I'm in the business of film, working with Riverwood, making sure that we try and get our movies out there, looking for market. We talked about that a bit with Phil. We started a long time ago, with Kitambo Sana. So yes, you need to talk about the business of film, not just making movies, because we made it. In terms of quality, these guys have nailed quality. We've nailed quality in Kenya. Now we need to do the business of film, which is marketing and distribution. Yeah.
Okay. Hi. So Philip Carranza, my name. I'm a director, TV director. We work with Abel. Yes, Philip Productions. There's a partner of ours. It's called Bob. He's at the back.
Kuja usalimie watu wewe.
Tusalimie watu.
Bob, uko wapi?
His camera shy.
Bob, kuja hapa.
Tell him to wave at the
Honor,
crowd.
wave.
Yes.
Wave.
Hi guys.
Hey.
Bob Morady, Business Development Manager, Philip Productions. How are
Yes.
you, my dear?
Hi.
That's the way it goes, man.
Hiyo ndio inaitwa ambush.com is like, hata sikuwa nimejua nitaonekana. Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. We just do TV content.
Yes.
And film.
You know, you talked about Wakanda. I want to talk about this immediately. You talked about Black Panther and what a rave it has been. Everyone, who's watched Black Panther? Woo! Yeah. Do you know the budget for Black Panther? Everybody knows the budget for Black Panther, yeah?
200 million.
200 million.
209.
What you don't know is how much money they put into marketing and publicity. Do you know how much? 200 million.
Same amount.
200.
The same amount of money they used to make the
Exactly.
movie.
So we need to start putting aside. How much money do you use making a production, for instance?
Roughly.
Hatuwezi sema hapa mbele ya watu, but yeah.
Yes.
It's expensive.
So we need to put aside the same kind of money to actually go into the marketing and production. I mean, marketing and distribution of the movie.
So to actually answer you, it's not that people don't come to watch movies because our movies are whack. It's because they don't know about them.
Absolutely.
That's the only problem.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's a lot of money, Magaria. I don't know, Mwaniki, what you're talking. You want to tell me, first of all, when you're trying to get the film out there, umesave, umeomba loan shark, umeomba bank, umeomba kazini yako ule mwenye wanaishingi pale Karen, hiyo yote to just do the movie. So where are you going to get money to do the marketing?
So what we're looking at now is actually talking to corporates, because the thing at the end of the day, people watch local stuff, some of the stuff. I mean, the Kihenjos and Majangis and all those guys and Ngivias, they watch them. So there are numbers there. The idea is to showcase to the market, to corporates, that there are numbers in this field. You can actually get numbers if you put money into it. You have to justify to a marketing manager or director, what is the return? Will I get my money back in terms of eyeballs, in terms of sales? Yeah. So
before we get there, I think I really believe this as the guys in the industry, that truly we are just lazy. Kenyans want to watch our movies.
Simply put,
I know,
tell
man.
them, Phil,
I know.
I agree with you.
Angalia kwa kamera, ndo ile kamera.
But it's a lot of work. The thing is, I have to be on set shooting the film. Then now you're telling me, go out there and try and sell to Kenyans. Before the corporates come in, we have to make them believe that the numbers are there.
That's right.
So that means I have to make that film, come over here, talk to each and every single person, sell that film. It's a lot of commitment. But you know what? Nigerians did it. We're just scared of starting. It's a lot of work. It won't be easy, but once we start, we'll get there.
I think we're more scared than lazy.
Yes.
Because it will take a lot of work, but a lot of money.
Yeah.
So people don't want to put their money in because they're not sure they're going to sweat enough to be able to make it happen in terms of the marketing. And
Again,
the
you know, you cannot do everything by yourself.
That's
true.
That's where now the whole concept of collaboration comes in. But now because we are scared, I don't want to trust Mwaniki with my content.
Exactly.
Yet, Mwaniki Mwaniki has figured out the whole distribution chain. But I don't want to trust him with my
And he
content.
has
So you want to run it
resources.
yourself?
Yes.
Exactly.
And you
And I
can't.
can't.
And you don't know how.
I don't even know where to begin. That's the thing.
You know what's so interesting is that I haven't even really asked these guys any questions. I'm like, this
the
is
We
the
were ready.
easiest,
We're ready for it.
easiest conversation
It's the passion.
I have ever moderated. And I'm like, is it that they were so ready? Was that it? Like,
No, it's the passion, Amina.
The passion,
I was
it's
so
the love.
pissed a few months ago, Amina.
Why?
When we went for the screening of 18 Hours, the film.
Yes.
Brilliant film. We were 6 of us in the auditorium. It was sad.
In fact, the partnership, let's talk about
Where
that
was
partnership.
the cast
partnership,
even?
do you know that Crimson gave them 5 weeks?
Yeah.
They gave them every day, 5 weeks they were going to be on the screen, on the big cinema. They had a total of 5,000 people in 5 weeks.
5 weeks.
Go to watch that movie. Now, that's terrible. But people did not know.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You see?
Simu tuambie.
And it was a great movie. 18 Hours was a fantastic.
It was a beautiful
do you remember that story about the guy who was ferried around from hospital to hospital because they
Yes.
didn't want to? So now that was that story. It was a Kenyan story.
Yeah.
Very brilliantly
But nobody
done.
knew that was showing.
But
Can I,
I know, and I know you try so much because you, in fact, you used to have this
Yes, the Kenyan movie night.
Yeah, every Thursday was
Every
it?
Thursday, yes.
Yeah.
And guys would come, in fact, there was one time when the Pope was here, we had 4 people in the entire auditorium. 4 people.
Just imagine, man.
But doesn't it break your heart, Mwaniki? Because you've been in this industry for so many years.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's really not, I mean, it's gotten better, but it's not where it should be. Doesn't it break your
Yes,
heart?
we just need to not get scared and not get lazy.
Yes.
Because it's just about to come through. We're on a threshold now. You're seeing what's happening with different platforms coming up, even mobile platforms. People are starting to see, oh, there's content out there. So we need to continue talking to corporates. By the way, when we had the IFC convention last year, we were told, even by the Americans, that the only way film will make it is if corporates come in and put their advertising money in film.
In film.
And you know, Phil, it's so interesting. You mentioned Nigeria. There's a time I was interviewing Akina Mama Kayai. Wakaniambia, by the back in the day, Kenyan movies, they used to go and perform Vitimbi in a sold-out stadium. Like the way Chameleon, yani 80,000 people, what women are watch Vitimbi. So that was years ago, and Nigeria was absolutely nowhere. Walitupitia wapi ni nini? Walifanya si hatufanyi?
Nigerians wako the same position tuko saizi. At some point, TV for them got so frustrating. So what they did is the actors collaborated and they came together and they were like, you guys, let's start doing our movies and start selling directly. So the same thing Kenyans we do. Unaweka movies zako kwa Pro Box unaenda unauza. That's how they started. That's how Nollywood was built. So it's a lot of hard work. And that's what, every time we meet any Nigerian actor or producer, they tell us the same thing. You guys just need to start.
Yeah.
Start selling. You Kenyans are there and they want to watch our movies. Sindio, you guys want,
Yeah,
and
you
they
guys
watch
want to
our
watch
shows.
Kenyan content, right?
Every single person
Absolutely.
here knows about our TV shows. So they will buy our films and movies.
Is that what happened with you? Because, you know, Tahidi Hai, alafu, amkulipwa poa, mkajam, mkatoka, alafu, nene.
No, they grew too old for Tahidi High.
That's also true.
No,
That's,
actually, when you're working in an establishment that has been there for quite a while, na iko na rules zake na regulations zake, and you feel there's a bit more that you can add to it, but you don't feel like you have the liberty, it gets to a point, it gets really frustrating. So, hiyo ndio ilikuwa part of the reason tuliamua, you know what?
Tufanye kitu manze.
Tufanye kitu manze, tuweke flavor yetu na nini na nini.
But
kitu
it's
iende.
also growth. Atungefanya the same
Absolutely.
thing 10 years, 20 years from now. We had to grow. That was a platform. We got our platform. We had to move on. So ingekuwa aibu sana.
Yeah.
I think Taidi joined 2007.
2007,
So this is the 11th year.
Yeah.
Tuko hapo bado. I know.
Yeah,
We had to grow. We had to move on.
High school
Yes.
gani. But let me tell you guys something so embarrassing. So the first time I met Phil.
Phil?
Najua hakumbuki. Unakumbuka Phil?
What happened?
Unakumbuka?
Wacha nisikie story.
Oh my
Ndio
God.
ni decide.
Hukumbuki, si ndio? Haiwezi kuwa nakumbuka. So, I've just finished high school. I was working at the time. So I'm in Tao, and Phil was right outside, it's called Empire Plaza? Is that, yes,
Empire
sindio?
Plaza.
Yes, yo. So he's standing outside it, and I pass him, and I'm like, Sasa, Mambo, how are you doing? Oh my God, it's been so long. I think I know him in person.
Because you've been seeing
And
him on
he's
TV.
and he's staring at me like, what is wrong with it? And by the time it hit me that I saw this, I was so embarrassed. I wanted to die. I was just like, and I see it happening now.
But that
to
happens to
people,
you,
and
eh?
I'm like,
It happens
"Oh."
to you.
But
So
it
now
only
you
happened with
understand.
him, so I'm like, oh, you're doing the film
You're doing
thing.
And there are stubborn ones who
You're
really
doing the
insist.
filth thing.
Tulikuwa na wewe,
Tulikuwa na
Malinda
wewe.
Dom.
I know, alafu alikuwa anakataa. I'm like, but ni mimi.
Talking
And then-
about...
So
I
embarrassing.
don't understand. No,
So
let's go back to
embarrassing.
films, Kidogo. What do we do forward, looking forward, is what he's talking about. Take the films to the people. So one of the things we're doing at Riverwood is actually getting guys showing their movies to their constituency. Guys in Getcha, watch David Waronja's movies. Guys in Kisumu, watch Robin's movies. Guys in Mombasa, that's the whole idea. And then if we can all show the movies to everybody, then that way it could be called Riverwood Cinema.
And then-
That's one of the things.
and-
Second thing, that was very important, and the government is getting involved in this KFCB, is something called Cinema Mashinani. Did you know they did an Isiolo film, a film in Isiolo?
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yes,
you know
yes,
about
yes.
that?
Yeah.
So, and showed it to those guys in Isiolo. So now they're going to take that round, and it's going to be replicated right around the whole of country. So get the movies to the people.
And also
Yeah.
with the digital age, we just need to do these films, and these guys can give them a link. There's a way they can watch it over via their phone, laptops, and Amina Pole. Aki nilikuwa nakujua. Sijui
Wachana
vile-
na mimi, Phil.
Oh,
Your story-
yeah.
Your story, achana na
She's
mimi,
embarrassed.
baby. But I know, I was like, how could this happen? No, but it's okay. He was really, really polite. But,
thank you.
You know, to be honest, and I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like there is a way Riverwood has sort of gotten a formula. I feel like they are growing bigger than the urban film industry, if that makes any
Yeah.
sense.
There's a unity down there that's not up here.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I was right. Okay. I was like, so kuna Riverwood Awards.
Maybe I can talk a bit about that. I have sat in a meeting where they were deliberating on Riverwood Awards, and he's the guy behind it. If there's a guy who's brought Riverwood together, it's Mwaniki.
Props.
Props.
Makofi.
Mwaniki.
Usiogope, mpigieni makofi.
Like my guys.
Honestly,
It's the whole committee.
I did a movie Mwaniki produced, I think must have been in 2008. I think, yes. Yes. And from that time, he's never stopped. He's always passionate. He's always pushing for content. If you're in this industry, you know about Mwaniki. So for Riverwood, by the way, unafanya kazi poa.
I
Unafanya
didn't pay
kazi
him.
poa.
I didn't pay him.
It's okay, ni sawa. Ilikuwa M-Pesa poa kwa sababu hiyo ilikuwa 2 minutes that we can't get back. But I'm kidding. You are really passionate about film, and I think if everyone was like that and also saw the opportunities that it's going to, afford young people, the endless job
Absolutely.
opportunities that are there, it's ridiculous.
Can I-
And not just the extras. Me, I'm talking about proper jobs.
Yes.
In sound and of course.
Do you
act-
know film is actually one of the very few careers that encompasses people from all the other
Yeah.
industries.
Yeah.
Yes.
In one film, you can have a hairdresser, a makeup artist, wardrobe. Those are people who
A lawyer.
transport, transport. Those are people who did not set foot in a film
A
class,
carpenter.
but
Yeah.
wako job.
Yes, it's
Phil,
true.
Phil tells me a very good story about Pirates of the Caribbean when they were searching for locations. A very small office, I think it was in Barbados.
Barbados, yeah.
Yeah, decided, you know what, these guys are going to shoot here. Yani, walijituma, wakaenda wakaget Pirates kwao. I kid you not, in those months that Pirates was there, economy ili shake, like
The
literally.
economy changes, of
It
course.
was so bad, yani, okay, good. Hii bad inamaanisha good. That wengo ikiraruka na unataka Taylor, hapatikani. Juu anafanya nini? Anashona costumes za Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh my God.
Yes, as in the crew.
Kama unataka chakula,
Yeah.
hakuna
Hakuna,
caterers, kila
caterers
mtu ako.
wanapikia Pirates.
Because ni wengi,
But I
the
don't know.
film is...
I don't know what Kenyans. I don't know what are we doing wrong, because we've just come from watching Tomb Raider. It's a film I'm passionate about because it's a franchise that has before filmed in Kenya with Kenyan actors. Some that we relate with, Akina Raymond Ofula and Lenny Juma.
Lenny Juma.
So it's a film I was very passionate about. So I'm watching it, I'm like, by this concept, they didn't need to come to Africa. So at the end credits, naangalia locations no na South Africa.
Imagine.
Naangalia list like 100 people from SA who are working for the
Absolutely.
current Tomb Raider. We need to ask ourselves this question. Tomb Raider was initially shot in Kenya. Why didn't they come back?
Yeah.
Mwaniki,
the
unataka
new
kujibu hiyo
ninis.
swali?
Hiyo swali ni agava. Lakini
Jan-
what we need to do is have incentives
Aki.
to be able to give tax breaks.
Why did they get worse? Because if they were short at one point, that
Yes.
means
And
you
this
know,
is, it's not Kitambo, it's 2003.
But also
That's when they
capacity, yeah.
filmed it in
But also
Kenya.
I mean, the capacity of South Africa?
Yeah.
South Africa's got incredible capacity.
Yeah,
But
I
you see,
know.
Mwaniki, for things like location, you don't need capacity. Location.
Bring
as
the
in,
guys,
we
bring
have
the
beautiful-
guys.
Watch our cam. You know,
tuko na locations mob kwanza hii Kenya. Ushaona hizo
Let me
aerial
tell you
views?
something. There's, you know, The Crown, the series Crown, eh? The part where
Netflix,
where
right?
the Queen
Yeah,
was at treetops
Yes.
was shot in South Africa.
How sad
But you
is
know
that?
why? Do you know
Yeah,
why?
yeah.
They needed 120, 100, I can't remember how many. They needed a lot of Mzungus to be there for that particular scene.
Yeah.
Now in Kenya, are you going to tell the what do you call the guys from the what do you call? They call what?
Tutawapata
We'll
kama
put
ule
KC. Kuja,
kuna ule
kuja.
anaitwa nani ule Bedford ule anaongeanga Kiswahili.
ule swimmer.
Tutapata.
Ule swimmer.
So, tutaita
But
Farid
you won't
Kimani,
get,
mwambie
you
Farid
won't get
what's up.
120 of them
They'll
who
come
put
through.
aside their time to become the whole time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I think.
So we need to work on that. We need to
Anyway,
work on.
but so final comments, guys, because I know that this is something that you guys can talk about forever.
I know.
Since it's what you live, eat, and breathe,
Yeah.
especially Phil, because I follow Kate on Instagram, and you guys
She's
are constantly
amazing, eh?
shooting. Yes.
Kate!
Mwanaume ni
Kelele za
bibi.
Kate.
Yeah.
Huyo ni Mrs. Phil, eh? But yeah, so she, you know, shows how much you guys really put in. But let's get to some final comments. Hopefully, you know, way forward. You've mentioned corporates. That needs to be done. And I think that if I've really noticed something is that Kenyans really love owning their own. Inakuanga na mood swings, but ikikam inakam. Sindio?
That's
So Phil, let me start with you.
I know they're going to talk about the business side and the content side. So I want to talk to these guys because I get a lot of DMs and messages of people who want to be actors and actresses. And unfortunately, I cannot hire all of you. But in this day and age, make me notice you. Make us notice you. And nowadays, how? Do stuff on Instagram. Do stuff on Facebook. Trust me, there are a lot of guys nowadays I'm working with because I saw a funny clip online. And I give them a call. So for all the guys, because a lot of people have been bugging me, hey, you guys, I can act. I get like about 10 to 50 messages every day. Siezi waandika job ni wote, but just make me notice you. Do something. If it's your passion, just do something, post it, tag me. Sawa sawa.
Okay.
It's time for the corporates to come in. And it's not an emotional business. Eh? The film business is not emotional, it's business. So we need to create relationships with people with money and show them the trust that they can trust us to be able to, you know, to get them the numbers that they need to push their product. So that's what we need to do. We need to create that system, that entire chain. I was going to talk about Watuwote briefly. Watuwote is a Kenyan film, but shot in Kenya, but a German film. It was a great movie. We could have done it here ourselves and done it pretty well. But they had the circuit. They were able to take it to Berlinale. They were able to take it to Oscars. Do we have that circuit? Are we able to do that kind of business at the end of it? Do the job, yes. Do the production, but let's have the circuit. Let's have the thing that the infrastructure that makes it travel.
All right. Wangapi wanajua Njugush hapa? Mnajua Njugush? Mnamjua? Unaona venye Phil amesema mfanye vitu zenye itafanya watu wa notice. So Njugush alikuanga anatakanga sana hao wasee wa kujange play yake. So siku moja akasikia hao wasee wanaenda, akahepa daro, akaenda aka-act, umse akamwona, akampatia job, na Njugush sahii ni mwenye mnamjua.
Big
How
deal.
crazy is that?
It's amazing. So, Amina, final comments zangu ni two short ones. Number one, I think government vile tu Mwaniki amesema inafaa maze make it easy for other people to come. Juu wakikam, first of all, tuna learn from them na capacity building, as in wana to train vitu zingine. It's very bad when a movie like Inception comes to Kenya, wanafukuzwa, then they go to Morocco and construct another Mombasa there. I make sense.
I make sense.
At all.
Aji.
Finally, Tosh Gitonga, the guy who produced Nairobi Half-Life.
Yes.
Amekuja na mzuka inaitwa Disconnect.
Yes.
Hatari.
Adults only.
Wait.
Adults only.
Kama hujafika 19, please usiklap.
Hiyo ni ya 25. Hiyo ni ya 25.
So,
Anyway.
please, wakati movie na premiere, please come watch, please. Tosh Gitonga, I don't think you're making enough noise for this movie.
Absolutely.
Make noise. Make noise.
Make
People
some
need noise.
noise! I always wanted to do that.
Oh my God! Anyway, umesikia Tosh. So you have to spend as much money as you spend on the movie, on the marketing. So the movie is premiering next month. That's 2 weeks away. Enough people need to know about it, Tosh. It's a big movie. Suna Johnny airs every Thursday,
Every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Yeah.
then repeats Saturday and Sunday.
All right, that's on Maisha Magic East Channel 158 on DSTV.
And
It's
look
a
out
big
for other
program.
movies that are coming out. 1988 is coming out.
Okay.
There's lots of good movies coming out. Right?
Yeah.
We're going to be premiering them.
Fantastic. So now